do you believe that AI could ever be conscious? So that would assume that God is encapsulated and AI
All right.
becomes part of that.
Well, I think an interesting thing to tell you, and this is going to trip out your audience. It's sort of like get your crash helmets on for this one. And you can take it with a grain of salt because it's just information I'm passing on. It's not something necessarily I can't prove this. I tend to believe it based on a variety of factors that would take too long to explain. But within the UFO community, um, there they talk about, I'm not sure what to call it even, but that there is an AI intelligence that is behind the transhumanist movement, and that it's kind of the very end of the rabbit hole. At the very 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 end of the rabbit hole, all of these aspects of AI, robotics, Neuralink, all of it, everything that exists to gradually, slowly merge humanity with robotics and AI, etc., technology, all of that is a form of slavery, and that there is a an extraterrestrial entity
Mm,
that is a kind of intelligence, perhaps a kind of sentience. It's a kind of sentience, but does it have a soul? Is it created by God? And the answer is no. And so where I'm going with this is, and I'm just passing on information I'm aware of here. I'm not trying to convince anyone. I could perhaps, lead you down that rabbit hole. You can go research it yourself. Um, but it's ultimately about total enslavement and like to cut man off from God biologically. So, but not even spiritually. So, I know as a Christian you don't believe in reincarnation, but the point is that if humanity were to become transhuman, that when we die, we would be reborn back into the slave plantation of what is literally portrayed in your video game.
mhm.
And so that brings up the question, like, what is this fascination with man creating an image of himself as a robot? Um, AI and robotics are merging and will continue to merge until robots themselves appear to be sentient, even though they're extraordinarily sophisticated puppets,
Mhm.
and that, but at some point they become autonomous. They become like what do they call it? The singularity. They become self-aware, and then they can and probably will take over. So there's massive dangers involved in this, but the greatest danger is our human soul.